Hello everyone, my name is Abby Bliss White and welcome to my channel. Today I am so excited because I'm going to be sharing my House of Colors color analysis experience with you. And lucky for me, here in Portland, Oregon, we have the House of Colors, and I had the most amazing color analyst. Her name was Sarah Roderick, and I went and found out what my season was. It is split up between summer, winter, spring, and autumn colors, and the color analyst is going to not only tell you what season you are, your undertones, but she's also going to share your wow colors with you, and those are the ones that really make you stand out, creating your wardrobe as well as makeup choices, the best jewelry for your skin undertones, and I just had the best experience. So if you're interested in learning what season I am and my wow colors, I was just going to kind of walk you through my whole experience. So if you're interested in learning just about the whole process and why you might want to go get your colors done, then let's go ahead and get started. Okay, I'm so excited to share all about my experience. I did go with the House of Colors. Again, my rep was Sarah Roderick, who is amazing. Not only is she a fantastic color analyst, her other job is interior design, but she is very chic and inspiring and has helped me beyond just the color analysis. So I am so excited because she and I have become friends, and I'm hoping one of these times she'll actually pop on my YouTube channel with me. But for now, I'm just going to share my experience. I am laughing because my little dog Olaf has taken a little nibble into my pamphlet, but don't worry, I have all the information to share with you. So first of all, I just want to share the actual experience. So I booked an appointment with Sarah Roderick. So I showed up at Sarah's home and she immediately made me feel super comfortable. Her studio was basically like a wall of windows, and you do this in natural light. So she did start out the process by pulling my hair back. They tint your hair so that it does not color any of the analysis. So it really has to do with the undertones in your skin as to what season you're going to be. So it was absolutely fascinating because we pulled back my hair. You come with no makeup on as well. So no makeup, hair pulled back, and then she starts draping you with colored fabrics. So the first step is whether you're going to be cool or warm, and within the cool category you're either going to be a winter or a summer, and within the warm category you're either going to be a spring or an autumn. So she started out by simply putting on an ivory drape as well as a brown drape, and then she put on a white drape as well as a deep navy drape, and it was pretty much apparent right off the bat that I was cool toned. The ivory and the brown sort of really brought out any imperfections in the skin, whereas the cool tones sort of made my skin look a bit more airbrushed and alive. And so she had told me one of the things that she is looking for as she started draping on different colors is that you are going to be able to see if it kind of makes you look washed out, drawn, if it's aging you and bringing out your imperfections. That is not your color palette, and then you will start to see the colors that really make your skin look alive, that look a little bit more airbrushed, make you look a little bit younger. Those are the colors that you're going to focus on. So the first thing that you do is figure out if you're cool or warm. And then within the category, since I was in the cool zone, then you find out whether you are a winter or a summer. And that was so fascinating because your eyes start to see it. You can actually see the colors being draped and really start to pinpoint the ones that actually look good on you. Now, one note I found is that you kind of naturally gravitate to the colors that make you feel more confident, the ones that you feel comfortable in your skin with. So it was also sort of fun to sort of validate some of the colors that you love. And then there were other colors that were sort of a surprise.
Oh, this is warm. This is the blocker, which is cool. This is cool, which is good. This is warm. This is cool. This is warm. This is cool, which is great. This is warm, which is not so great. And this is beautiful. This is cool. And this is warm. And then this combo is the cool combo, which is for you.
I like cool combo.
And then we have the warm, which does nothing for us. So we do not like the warm combination.
We do not.
So now we'll do the divide of the, now that we know you're cool, we'll see if you're bright, saturated colors or if you are smoky and hazy.
Yeah.
Lighter colors. Okay, cool, which is very good. And then this is yellow. Primary yellow, which is too warm for Abby. So that is a good thing. We'll leave these on and we'll do the purple color.
I actually see, I kind of like this color.
Yeah, see, I think it's great.
I don't own anything like that.
Well, and when we do your the subjective rating of the colors,
yes,
you can rate that as either an accent, or you could find a shirt or a top or a jacket and start wearing it more often or not.
Right.
And that's the fun thing, is you see colors that you haven't seen before. Well, provided that you're a winter.
Yes. Well,
this is so the first divide. So this is warm versus cool. And so this is the warm. And this is called violet. And we're comparing it to lobelia, which is, you can see one is got more yellow and one is blue. And this looks sophisticated.
Yeah.
See, this is your Lakers color.
Yeah.
Well, look at it. I've got the.
There we go.
This is cool. And this is warm.
It's like you can see it in the eyes, I think.
And it just adds too much warmth. It's just too muddy. And this one is a brighter.
Yes.
It's a healthier glow, and your features pop out more.
So after we figured out that I was going to be in the cool palettes, we needed to decide if I was a winter or a summer. And it was so funny because Sarah, who is a winter, was standing behind me, and I actually could see the color drapes, like when she put on the winter drapes, how it made her eyes pop. You're looking at yourself and you're sort of seeing the differences, but it was also fascinating for me to see how the drapes were responding with her who was behind me. So that's what I'm saying. Your eyes start to kind of pick up and understand those color differences. So the two cool seasons, winter and summer, the difference between those are going to be that summer is going to be more soft and muted colors, while winter colors are going to be more saturated and contrasted. And I do have to admit, the winter palette is just stunning. It is going to be all of those jewel tones, and winter is one of the only season that looks the best in black.
Vibrant. And what we're looking for is, so we don't want your head to look like it's sitting on top of a drape.
Okay.
And then this is our cornflower blue, which if you didn't see the color below it, you might think it's just as bright, right?
Yeah.
So this is more soft and blended.
Yeah.
And this is more bright and bold and vivid.
And
which, yeah.
Yeah.
And so we want to look more airbrushed. See how this is, there's a lot of definition or a lot of color, you know, differentiation, but it's not necessarily is good. This looks a little bit more airbrushed.
This is more blended.
Yep, more blended.
That is so crazy.
I know, it's very subtle.
So this is between winter and summer,
yep,
everybody.
And this one's summer.
So this one's summer and this is winter. And that's so funny because this is a beautiful color, but when you do that, and it's funny because even seeing you behind me, I can tell this one would look stunning on you.
Isn't that crazy?
Like, you know, because your eyes are popping when you do.
This is not as good. But for you,
but yeah, no, I can see it on the skin. That's so crazy.
Now we'll do the fuchsia. So this will be good. Fuchsia and clover. And clover is definitely, this is a dramatic comparison, but it does show you something because this we liked better, warm versus cool.
Okay.
Obviously we liked this cool better. And then this clover color, which is like my senior housing interior design. Just kidding. This color, so this color looks beautiful on you. See how it makes your face look rosier?
Yes, and you could see it in the cheeks.
And then we have winter, which is, no, this one is not quite, dramatic. Like your lips, look a little bit pinker there and a little bit colder there. I don't know if you can see that.
That's fascinating.
Let's do the green, light emerald.
Yeah.
And some of them are definitely more distinctive than others, but it's the majority vote rules because you don't want to go with one color in that season that isn't right.
Pink.
Oh yeah.
Like I have a pink bag. But I was worried that,
Oh really? Okay. In your car, isn't your car this color?
Or is it? Oh yeah, it is. It's green. It's the British racing green.
Oh! Wow! Okay, light emerald versus jade. So that's winter. And here's summer.
That one's...
See, that is definitely...
Yep.
A true tone. This is just a better...
Yes.
It's definitely the airbrushed. Versus not. So as we were going through the color drapes of the winter and the summer colors, it was very interesting because I'm attracted to some of the winter colors, but what she was looking for was again how your eyes popped, how your skin looked, but she was also looking to see if some of the bolder, brighter colors, like if it sort of made your head look like it was separated from your body, and just the way your overall skin tone and your features, did they stand out or did they look a little off? And that's where it was really fascinating because there would be two sets of blues, and one of them I could see her eyes pop behind me because she was a winter, and then I would see the next drape that was going to be a summer drape, and which was going to be a little bit more soft and muted, and I could see how all of a sudden my eyes and features were popping versus the winter one. So it was really fascinating because you go through the entire winter and the summer drapes to figure out your category, whether you're going to be summer or winter, and I happen to be a summer. And the summer colors are going to be soft, muted. You're going to have blues, the smoky, hazy kind of grays like I'm wearing here is one of my good wow colors, and a lot of rose colors as well. So I'm going to show you the swatches in just a minute, but I just want to read off the summer colors. So in the browns, it's going to be pink browns from deep rose brown to a pale mushroom. Mushroom was one of my wow colors. I'll get to that in a moment. It says you should avoid all browns with golden tones or warm beige tones and err on the side of grayed browns. So that was so this was interesting as well because I've never been a brown fan. I never thought it looked very good on me, and I've always preferred more gray tones. Then for beiges in the summer category, starting from a soft pinky mushroom and going to the palest pink
beige. Summer whites are going to be a soft white. So this is not going to be that crisp white. It's going to be a little bit softer. It's not going to be ivory either. That was one where I could definitely see the ivory drape that had a lot of yellow in it versus the soft white was so much better on my skin tone. So pure white wool as opposed to the optic white of cotton. So I'm going to avoid cream colors. Pink, which is my favorite color. This is a great range for summers. I love pink, so I was very happy to find out that was one of my colors. The full spectrum of dusty brown, grayed, lavender, lilac, and of course rose pinks from the softest and palest to the deepest raspberry. Summers should avoid coral pinks and harsh, sharp pinks like fuchsia. That's funny because I recently picked up a fuchsia lipstick that I love, but we can just mute it. So that's one thing. This is not written in stone. This is just a guideline. And as you are kind of diving into your color palette, it just makes it helpful for purchasing power. You know, you get to have that knowledge and you can avoid making costly mistakes. Reds, deep rose madder or crushed strawberry pink reds, and soft pinky coral reds, watermelon, cherry, and raspberry reds, burgundy, and maroon. So again, there was a wide variety of reds that I can wear. Every color palette is going to have some variation of red that they can wear. Purples, I've always known that was one of my favorite colors. Plum, grape, and smoky deep colors. Avoid purples that are a little bit more neon, which are too hard or too bright. Those don't look great on me. And then blues are summer's best friend. So that was another one. I love all the variations of blue. If you came over to my house, it's basically grays and blues throughout. And this is another good range for summers. Soft French navy, Air Force blue and Delft, through to cornflower powder and lavender blues. So I need to avoid too bright or hard electric blues. Green blues, the palest aqua, and duck egg are your turquoise. So I absolutely love blues. I used to tell my daughter that navy was my jam. It always just made me feel very confident when I wore navy, but I have a slew of different blues. Pretty much when we are doing my wow colors, those are the ones that are very individualized for you, which one's going to look best on you and make you feel extra confident. Pretty much the whole blue spectrum were my wow colors, so that was kind of fun. Greens, it's going to be soft silver greens, eau de Nil, duck egg, jade, and blue greens through to deep sea green. And I'll show you in a minute, but deep sea green is one of my absolute favorite colors that I need to find something to wear because it's so beautiful. So yellow is not my color, especially any of those mustardy ones. It said it must be a very pale primrose or lemon with a bit of grayness to it. Not usually so good on its own. It's going to be more of an accent color, but it is a lovely accent color and it can work within a pattern. So that was about it. And then grays. Grays are going to be my best friend. Soft blue grays, not hard, clean grays. Charcoal blue grays are usually going to work well as a coat or a suit. So the only thing that made me so sad, and if you've been watching my channel for a while, you will know I love the color black. Unfortunately, out of all the color palettes, the only one that really looks amazing in black is Winter's. So I was a little bit sad about that, but again, Sarah told me, you know what, you can just break up the color. Like, you know, you don't have to come home and just completely get rid of all your black, but that you can color block it. So instead of wearing black from head to toe, you can put on a little scarf of one of your wow colors, kind of break it up, or wear it more on the bottom, like black slacks, and wear one of your summer colors on the upper part of your body. So that was a little bit of a bummer, as well as silver, platinum, and rose gold is going to look better as far as jewelry. So that was a really interesting thing that Sarah showed me, is that she laid different jewelry like down on my arm, and you could actually see where the silver looked a bit more classy rather than some of the gold jewelry looked a little bit cheaper. And I do have gold jewelry that I'm going to continue to wear. So this is a whole learning process that I'm going to kind of make smarter choices moving forward, but it doesn't mean that I'm going to get rid of all my gold jewelry and every single thing in my closet. But I do have to say this was just very helpful moving forward, because I could actually see the difference as we were doing all these different drapes. So as part of the experience, you will get a little wallet swatch that you can take with you of all of your best colors. And this is super helpful for when you are shopping, because I don't know about you, but since this process, I have cleaned out my closet, and the items that I actually had in my closet that still had tags on them were not in my color palette, and it was preventing me from wearing them, and I don't want to make those kind of costly mistakes anymore. So you can simply carry this around with you in your purse, so when you are shopping or even picking out makeup shades, you can use this as a reference. So I love that. And the summer colors again are going to be soft, blue, smoky, and rose. And as I am curating my closet, if you're buying within your color wheel, you're not going to have that kind of chaos of getting dressed, because everything will sort of coordinate. So I find that super helpful as well. And has a really cute little quote here that says, "To be yourself in a world that is constantly trying to make you something else is the greatest accomplishment," from Ralph Waldo Emerson. And I think that's exactly what I got out of this process, is just moving forward, I can kind of have confidence in making choices with clothes, with makeup and such. These are the colors that are going to look good on me, but also make me feel amazing. So on the first swatches over here, and I'm also going to be pointing out the ones that were my wow colors. So after you go through the process of finding out that you are a summer, you're going to go back through and sort of go through the colors that really pop for you, as well as sort of figure out the subsets within your color wheel. So on the first one here, this little powder pink and mushroom, these were two of my wow colors. So these colors totally work with me and my skin tone, but these two bottom ones were my wow colors. The next one includes a little deeper colors. This would be the one brown color that kind of looks good within my color wheel. This is going to be more of a rose brown, and we've got this musk pink and dusty pink. And then on this page, the dusty pink was one of my wow colors. And then here we're going to come into like the ultimate swatch. All three of these colors were my wow colors. So this is my white. It's a nice soft white right here. Then we've got French navy. This is going to be like my equivalent to black. And then down here we've got this dark blue gray, which I love this color. So I was already gravitating towards this entire color wheel right there. Love, love, love it. And these were all my wow colors. Then we're coming into the blues, and all of these were included in my wow colors here. And then here is my yellow. So this is the chiffon. This is the yellow that looks good within the summer palette, but even within that, they say using this as an accent, this could be included in some sort of pattern. They don't like necessarily recommend that you wear this head to toe, but I do think that would be a really striking, not that I'm ever going to red carpet affairs, but if I were, this would be kind of an outstanding color for a dress, like something that would be a little bit more unique. Then we've got the powder blue and the sky blues. We're getting these really soft kind of pastels. These were not necessarily my wow colors. These work for me, but the other blues that I just showed you, the more gray blues, were really my wows. Then we're coming into these blue and then lilac colors here. So then we're coming into these a little bit more pastel muted colors. These were not necessarily my wow colors, but within my color wheel. Then we're moving into some of the greens, and one of my wow colors is this one right here. And this is sea green, and I am determined to find something in this color because it really was sort of striking when she was draping me. This was a color that we had decided that I need to find something in this color zone ASAP. And then we've got jade and pastel jade. So of these three, this is going to be the one that looked best on me, but I can coordinate any of these. Then we've got the pastel page right here. None of these were necessarily my wow colors, but again, can totally wear them. Then we are moving into these more bold colors. Smoke grape was one of my wow colors, as well as amethyst. Those ones sort of popped my complexion a bit. Then we're coming into some of the pink and rose tones here. This color right here, this raspberry color, this was one of my wow colors. So for myself, you could see I did great with all those blues, even those grays, a little bit soft and muted, but as we're going through with the pastels and the more bold colors or the true colors, the true colors are going to stand out a bit more. So raspberry was one of my wow colors. Then we're coming into the burgundies and the reds over here. I don't believe we had any of these as my wow color, but those ones are the ones I can wear. I found this super helpful for lip colors as well. These are the tones that I should stay within. Actually, I lied. This coral red right here was one of my wow colors on that ring. And then last but not least, this little pastel rose was another one of my wow colors here. The process does take a bit of time, and then you go back through and you're going through together and you're going through all the colors within the summer and you're sort of ranking them. There's several that are 100%. I actually had a lot of colors that was kind of like, wow, those look really great. Then you have the ones that are 75%, and those are the ones that you are going to think about using for coats, suits, sundresses, and dresses. The 100% colors or the wow colors are the ones that you could literally wear from top to bottom. So those are your ones that they look fantastic. Then the 50% colors are the ones that you're going to want to use for your tops, sweaters, trousers, skirts and jackets. And then the 25% colors, I don't even think we got to the 25%, but those are the ones that you can use within patterns, scarves, belts, shoes, bags as accent colors. And I guess I would say that chiffon color, the yellow, that was one where I actually really liked it, but that was one that I wanted to kind of pick something up as an accent color because I don't tend to wear yellow much. naturally. So within the subcategories, I was a sweet pea and a dark or true. So not necessarily the pastels. I can still wear those, but the ones that look best on me are either going to be sort of these soft muted blues, and then a little bit more bold in those rose and then those light pinks. So that made me happy because as you've been watching my channel, I love a good little pastel pink. And then this is going to be sort of my neutral. So as far as like I love beige colors, I need to focus more on the kind of mushroom beige here. And then this would be also considered sort of a pink beige up here. Really fascinating experience. And then within the booklet, it is then going to go on to talk about, you know, these are your neutrals, such as my neutrals are going to be navy, grays, browns, beiges, soft white. And then from your basics, that's where you can add in all the reds, the deep jades, those beautiful blues. So it's sort of helping you coordinate your wardrobe so everything works and corresponds together. So after I had this knowledge, yes, I did come home and I took this as an opportunity to clear out my closet. And I did laugh because there was some recent purchases that I even knew I had thought about returning. I wasn't in love. It was a brown Jenny Kane sweater as well as a J. Crew jacket that when I put them on, I was like, I'm not sure if I'm in love with these. I did keep them, but I did have that thought. Like I was like, oh bummer, I wish that I would have bought that jacket instead of in the brown shade. I wish I had bought it in the navy shade. So that's what I'm saying. You automatically sort of gravitate to what makes you feel and look your best. But this is now something that I can avoid making those mistakes, especially as from time to time colors are going to be trending and you're going to be going into stores and they're going to have a lot of a certain trending color. And although it may not be within your color palette, there could be ways that you could wear it, just maybe not like close to your face. You could break it up if it is something that you desire to wear. So this is not like written in stone. This is just giving you an amazing guideline, but it does help. And especially with makeup, again, I was already gravitating towards the colors that I felt looked best on me, but it was just a nice confirmation to kind of have this written down and that I can focus on. So it does say, as far as my hair color, it says that is best with cool shades, platinum, ash, mid brown, and blondes from ash to dark. And I was laughing because my mom was always into like ashy colors. Like she'd be like, you need ashy brown or ashy blonde in your hair. So it says for the summer palette, it is best to avoid the warm spectrum auburn or reddish shades. They will make your skin look sallow. And I'm laughing because I was literally a fake ginger for probably 20 years. Like in college, I always dyed my hair auburn color. And I think it's very interesting because one of my roommates had told me I had ended up getting a sunburn. My hair was red Tahitian blonde. That was the color. This was in college. We would all dye each other's hair. And my skin tone, I had gotten a sunburn, and I was walking across the quad and she was like, oh, you're like all one color. Like we have to break this up. We need to tone down your hair because you're literally just one shade, and it was not complementary. So that was an interesting thing to hear about. It says if you have glasses, to make that your top priority to get your glasses right. And that made me so excited because I have a pale pink color of glasses that I never wear, which I need to wear, but I do have the right shade of glasses, so that's good. Says your best tint is going to be pink, avoid brown or yellow. As far as jewelries, your metals are going to be silver in color. You can go with white gold, platinum. You can wear antique rose gold with browns and burgundies. Gold is not flattering on you. Stones that belong in your color spectrum are best, including opals, moonstone, amethyst, and garnet. And it says that everyone looks good in pearl, so I think that's the way to invest and to start out with. Keep yours in the cool white, pink, or blue shades. Now they also provide you with some color combinations, and I thought that we might dive into that in a different video, but I do think that it's really interesting because it's going to help you pick out some different colors that are going to look really good together. But it might be a combination that you would not necessarily have thought about. So I've been having kind of fun going through my closet, weeding it out, and then as I'm making purchases, using my wallet to sort of pick out things within that harmonizing palette so that as I'm moving forward, my whole wardrobe can sort of work together. So we can kind of have fun with that. I definitely will do a follow-up video with some summer color palette outfits. I thought that would be fun. And then now I thought I would do a quick and easy makeup tutorial using all of the appropriate makeup for my summer color palette. And one thing I thought was interesting here is that they do not necessarily want you to bring any warmth to your skin, i.e. you should not be using bronzer as a summer. And I was like, oh, because I do really love bronzer, but that was sort of a new thing. In the past, I never wore bronzer. I just sort of skipped it. And again, this is just guidelines, but I found that very fascinating. And I did find that when I don't wear bronzer, I actually feel like I look a bit more youthful when I am just wearing blush and highlighter. So that is something that I had already sort of noticed, but again, I don't really tan. Despite being a summer palette, I am definitely on the cool zone and I will burn, and so that's not something that I do all the time, so I would always use bronzer just to sort of warm up my skin. So that was an interesting tidbit. And now I thought I would conclude this video by just doing a quick makeup tutorial using all summer color palette appropriate makeup. So excited to know that my color palette is a summer, and I thought we could have a little fun with this on my channel as well. So thank you so much for watching, and I will be back with another video soon.